Welcome to Subramani. Uh, Retirement is in many phases. I'm planning to do a series of say 2-3 episodes on what should you do at the age of 50 so that you can retire happily at the age of 60. Now I would call this the midlife review or the mid-time review. If you're playing a sport or if you're watching a sport, say a football or a hockey, there is something called a halftime. At this halftime, you wonder now what is going to happen next. Similarly, even in cricket, if you're watching a T20 and the first team has scored say 300 runs or say 210 runs. Now that 210 is a huge score in T20 standards, and you know that the other team which is also playing is very strong. Actually, you're praying only for one thing. In a game like this, you say, I wish the match is over in the last ball of the 20th over or last ball of the 40th over. Please make it interesting, God, right? That's what you're largely asking for. In real life, you will have a midterm review, and that can happen for somebody at 45, somebody at 50, somebody at 55, and then take a view and say, what am I going to do in my retired life at 60? And start planning for it at 50. Whatever age at which you want to retire. If you want to retire at 55, then you do this review at 45. And say, okay, I want to spend time with friends, I want to spend time with cousins, I'm going to attend all weddings of first cousins, second cousins, whatever, wherever they are, I'm going to travel. I'm going to talk to them, I'm going to create a family group, I'm going to create a school group, college group, ex-employees group, whatever. Just go ahead, do all that. Start a cycling club, start a running club, trekking, hiking, gardening. Create all those clubs, create friends outside of your work. Create friends outside of your age zone. If you're 45, look at 22-year-old joining, look at 72-year-old garden enthusiast who's happy to help you, saying this is what you should do and this is what you should not do. Creating these groups also is of great help. It helps you to be very involved in your retirement and plan for it and look forward to it rather than saying, oh my God, what will I do post-retirement? And I've known people with a few 100 crores and a few 1,000 crores, I'm not exaggerating, worry about retirement. No, the worry is not at all financial. The worry is what will I do from 4 a.m. to 11 p.m. Because people get up early and they can't get sleep till 11 and they're wondering full day what the hell are they going to do. You need to be involved, you need to be mindful about what you're going to do. Make sure that your health is in good shape. Involve your spouse, involve your siblings. If you have elder siblings, you will know what moves they are making for their retirement. If you have first cousins, if you are 45 and you have a first cousin who is 65, you will know where he is going to live when he is 65 or when she is 65, right? Look at your uncles, aunts who have been widowed and who have lost their partners. How are they coping up? What are they doing? What is their coping mechanism? Look at all that. It is time that you took your retirement seriously and started planning for all those things, right? So it could even be like a friend of mine who decided that before the age of 50, decided that every Friday he will have lunch with an uncle, aunt, cousin or friend. He will not work. So he's a chartered accountant in practice. So he's reduced his share in the firm and he works only Monday to Thursday. Friday is meant for this, Saturday is meant for doing household work, and Sunday he does not touch his phone. That is what he's saying. I want to do a 1 day a week upvas from screen. He attends to his phone calls, but no WhatsApp, no YouTube, no nothing. So he's chosen that path. I'm not saying you should choose that path. So how to handle your money, how to handle your health, we will do that as a series of vlogs. But this I thought is a good way to start off, saying at your halftime, whatever it is, if you think you're going to live till 100, it is 50. If you think you're going to live till 80, it is 40. Right? So start looking. Maybe you want to give back to society. Maybe you want to start a club for people to give back to society. You want to start a trust for doing that. You want to be an umbrella organization helping a lot of other trusts, other charities, any of these things you could do. See what is your expertise, see how you can help them. If you're an accountant, you can help them with accounting. If you're an IT professional, you can help them reduce their IT costs. Or you could maybe go to your friends in the IT and say, okay, what do you do with your old laptops? Why don't you give it to these people? Anything, just find something to do, something to give. Maybe you want to learn Sanskrit, maybe you want to learn the Vedas. Just start, make those start now. Don't wait till 59 and a half and say, I think I want to do something. Then the Entu may not be there. So if the Entu is there at 50, start at 50 and make sure that by the time you're 60 and willing to retire, you are already in that field, you know people, you know what next to do, and you're looking forward to your retirement. That is what you have to do at 50 or whatever is you think is your half time. Thank you.